Howdy y'all, and welcome to week 2 of the Dawning. By the way, happy Dawning y'all, and I hope that y'all are enjoying the event. This guy's trying to get a selfie right now. Hey, how's it going? Anyways, with week 2, we also have Xur returning for the second time of the Dawning. With his usual, gifts he likes to give to the Guardians, or I guess quote-unquote gifts. Anyways, this week Xur is in the tower. There's only one place he really can be, and I will happily show everyone where that is. Now obviously you just spawn back there, just right in the courtyard of the tower. And you head right over here towards the hangar. And once we get in here, you're just gonna take a good old left. A nice good old left. Head over here past Iraq Jalal. Don't know why he's still here. I thought he would have ran away by now. Head right up here, and here is our tentacle-faced boy.
That song.
With his usual exotics.
I have heard it.
Also,
I bring gifts of the night.
we as Guardians, we like to spread our dawning cheer, so don't forgive him to give all of the cookies. And I mean all of them. Didn't even realize I made 9, which is pretty, coincidental, because he's from the 9. Or at least a curator of the 9. Something like that. So let me just give him all of the cookies. And, ooh, got a bounty. And, ooh, 3 enhancement cores. I'll take that. Okay. Let's see what he has in stock. I guess we'll start off with the weapon this time around. We have the Merciless, which used to be a pretty good DPS weapon, and I think probably still is. I honestly haven't tried it much since it became a special weapon. But I'd imagine, it still holds most of its former glory. Let's see. So the thing with the Merciless is that each time you hit an enemy, but you don't kill them, it starts to shoot faster and faster. And what's special about that is the Merciless, I believe, is actually a harder hitting frame than a high impact frame. Let's see. I had a charge time of 900. I should have my rental. So it's just barely harder hitting then. Actually it doesn't even hit harder, it just takes longer to charge. That's weird. But yeah, essentially, it's a high-impact fusion rifle frame that just, once you get it going, it shoots stupidly fast. Which obviously is just pretty good. It also has impetus, which I imagine someone has made use of, but is not the best. Because again, because of its faster shooting and all that, most of the time you're going to be using this inside a Lunafaction well, or behind a rally barricade. And you're really not going to be worrying about reloading. You're going to be dumping all of your ammo straight into a boss. So I just read this actually. Impetus is essentially just kill clip. But I imagine maybe better? Because it's an exotic? I don't know. But yeah, so Merciless, it's a good pick. If you don't have it, I'd recommend picking it up. Maybe trying it out on a boss. But I wouldn't say it's amazing by any means. And now let's move on to the Hunter exotic. You got Knucklehead Radar. Let's see what perks it has in case anyone wants to pick this up. Essentially, Knucklehead Radar is a purely PvP exotic. There's no real reason you would need uh, a better radar in a PvE. Um, Literally all it does is give you radar while you're aiming. While you're aiming down sights, I should say. Which is good. But there's just so many other things that outclass it. Like, oh, what's it called? Shards of Galanor are very strong, both in PvP and PvE, currently, for Blade Barrage. You got Young Spine of Ahimkara if you like trip mines. Like, Gwynson Vest. There's so many other exotics that that have a better effect. Knucklehead Radar, I'll say is good, but really there's other things you want to be using. But hey, if you're looking for something that has like sniper rifle reserves or machine gun reserves, well, Xur's got you covered. But I imagine most people probably aren't. Okay, moving on to... I didn't realize it was the Aeon safe. Okay, the Aeon safe for the Titans. Wow, Xur actually just kinda hates the Titans this week. So if you don't know the Aeon series, it is a set of exotics that every class has. There's the Aeon Safe, Aeon Swift, and I actually cannot remember the Warlock one. But they're all, it's this whole series of exotics. What they're supposed to do is supposed to just be synergistic with each other and kind of just have this whole interesting play of like, hey, everyone's wearing the same exotic or the same series of exotics, and we can all benefit from each other using abilities. But it never really worked too well, because as you can see, it's kind of strange the way the abilities are set up, because it's like the Warlocks, if they used a grenade, let me see. Yeah, if the Warlock, if they used the grenade, the Titans and Hunters would get class ability energy, but if the Titans used a barricade or the Hunters just dodged, the Warlocks would get grenade energy and the Titans would get barricade energy back. Like, it's an interesting concept, just like, again, they just get outclassed, and plus I don't really think they ever had class to begin with. Just because the effect isn't very strong, and it also relies on everyone to be wearing the same, essentially the same exotic. Which, with every other exotic that's available, is just not too feasible. Because these are just the best, or every other exotic is way better to go with. Again, sniper rifle. Oh no, this is scavenger. This is in reserves. Got sniper rifle scavenger and machine gun scavenger, in case anyone wanted to know. Hand cannon loader, fusion rifle loader, impact induction. Yeah. Like I said, you could probably skip these and be pretty safe. If you somehow don't have them, I remember them dropping a lot. But if you don't have them, pick them up and give them a shot. You're not gonna like them. I'm just throwing that out there right now. And the Apotheosis Veil. I actually have to look what it does, because it does something different now, I believe. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, so Apotheosis Veil. This is a returning D1 exotic. Also, I should say so is the Knucklehead Radar, which back in D1, the Knucklehead Radar actually kind of had a place, but now it doesn't. Anyways, the Apotheosis Veil. It's a returning year or D1 exotic, and to be honest, it never saw much use in D1 either. Maybe very niche uses. But yeah. I believe this is slightly changed. Oh yeah, it's slightly changed. Used to, what they would do is you would have to have your melee and grenade energy charged, and if they were both charged when you popped your super, you would get all of your health back. Which, I mean, sounds like an okay effect until you realize you're a warlock. You should be tossing grenades and meleeing people all the time. Like, just the likelihood of you having your melee and grenade charged just was not very strong. But let's get past that, because that's no longer its effect. Now it immediately regenerates health, melee, grenade, and rift energy upon activating super. So that's already better than what it used to be, because now it doesn't rely on you holding your melee and grenade, and you get a little bit of everything from the looks of it, which doesn't sound terribly bad. And also nearby allies recharge class abilities faster, which is cool, I guess. But yeah, you're more than likely probably safe skipping out on this if you don't have it. This has been and still is a defensive exotic, and defensive exotics in Destiny just haven't really seen too much use, because the offensive or more utility based exotics are just so much better. Like, why be defensive when you could just kill whatever's hurting you faster than it can hurt you? Like, just, yeah. But in case anyone cares, sniper rifle reserves, machine gun reserves, hand cannon fused rifle targeting. If you want it, it's there. But I think it's pretty safe to say you could skip out on this one if you don't have it. Or you don't. If you already have it, I should say. And then of course, isochronic engram, faded engram, whatever you want to call it. It's there. If you don't have any year 1 exotics, that means base game, Curse of Osiris, and Warmind. Any of those exotics, if you don't have them, Xur's got you covered. Just buy that engram, and he should give you any of the year 1 exotics that you don't already have. But I believe that'll do it for this week of Xur. I will catch y'all all next week to see what our exotic boy has brought to town for us next time. Here's a hint. It's probably not gonna be good. Sorry to say. But I hope y'all have a great day and a happy dawning. I will see y'all next time.